Coaches over the years, when I was a high school coach and a college coach, you face a lot of rejection. You face rejection from players, you face rejection from parents, you face rejection from administrators. And the disturbing thing about rejection is you don't ever really get used to it. It's natural and even unavoidable to feel disappointment when you're told no and don't get approval of something you're trying to do as a coach. Pretty much all coaches do. None of us like being rejected. We want to avoid it, especially in high stakes situations like games, meetings, social situations. Anxiety gets created because coaches, they know there's the possibility of it and they don't want to deal with it. As coaches believe that when they need something from a player, a parent, an administrator, there's that thin line of empathy that runs through their heart, that the parent, the player, the liberal administrator, the assistant coach is going to treat them well just because, but that's not true. So what ends up happening is it creates a lot of anxiety and neuroticism and OCD behaviors for coaches. Showing signs of neediness is the worst thing coaches can do. It's if you're going to have a demeanor as a football coach working with athletes in 2019, it's so bad for your program. It kills your status. It basically turns your players off from any level of excitement they have around the program. And it doesn't allow you to become the alpha of the group. Validation-seeking behaviors are the biggest killers in coaching. And coaches, I see it all the time on Twitter. I just did a research study on Twitter with two of my interns, and they said I had them study female sports coaches and football coaches on Twitter, and it's the same things keep coming up. Coaches are constantly posting things, all these motivational quotes, and these highlights of players doing great things because they're needy, because they don't like their players' effort. And they want their players to invest more time in the weight room. And they want their players to invest more effort on the field. But that shows neediness. It doesn't inspire the players. The players don't care. When you see something that many times as a player, they see it all the time. It's all over Twitter. They're not going to get enthused by that. They're not going to go, oh, you know what, coach is right. I'm going to start putting in more effort now. They don't do that. But that's what's happening with coaches. And Twitter has become basically guys that are trying to win the day on Twitter because they can't win a freaking game, so they're trying to win the day on Twitter. So the bottom line I see in coaching right now, the biggest issue I see in coaching is head coaches are just too freaking needy. They're acting like beta-trapped males. They're acting like women. Now, time for coaches to get some game. How do you find that inner strength, the conviction, and the poise? It's real simple. It comes down, if you read Phil Jackson's book, 11 Rings, it's real simple. Teach a procedure, let go of the outcome. You teach your procedure, whatever it is. You teach your system, and you let go of the outcome. Whatever happens on game night happens. You taught your procedure, you let go of the outcome. If you're needy to coach, if you're needy for that job, if you think you're going to be fired, you're probably going to get fired because you're going to act like a woman. And that's the problem in coaching. And I see it all the time. Coaches, it's time to be dominant, to be masculine, to not worry about what you say. Political correctness in coaching. I see it so much on Twitter with coaches that they're reposting what the basketball team's doing, what the baseball team's doing, and then of course the women's sports, because we want to get approval from the administrators and the parents and fans. So people like coaches. They'll like us. So we're going to retweet the softball score. And you know what? They kind of just look at you and think you're a pansy. Because you are. Look, teach your system and let go of whatever happens. Put it in God's hands. Yeah, I said God's hands. If you're not a Christian, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, put it in God's hands. Have some conviction. That's why it's important to eradicate neediness, because you're going to see better results. Your political correctness in coaching is killing you. Make it stop. If you need any help, call me, 570-332-0265, 570-332-0265. I have a specific plan on how you can get back and become that dominant male coach so you can survive and then thrive, and then you can choose whether to be the dominant alpha of your school or move on to another school that gives you more money, gives you more prestige, gives you more status. So you give me a call. Sports psychology for football. The whole plan to win is all right there. We'll talk soon.